here with Candie Cooper for today's teen and tween inspired project. This one has a lot of style.
Thank you. Yeah, boho chic at its finest, Katie. So this one came about because one of the questions I get asked a lot about is how do I turn that favorite rock from vacation or the shell from the beach into jewelry? And I'm going to show you how you can today.
Okay.
We went on a lot of spring breaks as a kid, so I have a pile of seashells and beach glass and things like this laying around. And there are these special findings that make, like, they're prong settings, essentially, so you can turn these into jewelry pieces easily now. I'm using beach glass today, but you can use rocks, like I said, shells, whatever. The thing you don't want are these, like, kind of clumpy rocks. This has a hole in it anyway, so who cares? But you want something that you can wrap the prongs over top.
Kind of low profile.
That's right. The second thing is since glass is transparent, you wanna, and you can see through the findings. So what I do is use my paint pen and just sort of draw on the back to add a little metallic surface. Problem solved.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah. So the next thing you want to do is kind of center it up. And then you're just going to kind of align your prongs.
Okay.
And start rolling them over. But you don't want to do them all, and you don't want to do them all on the same side. You want to then come over to the other side and kind of find, they call it kind of a seat, where these roll over easily. And I'm just using my fingers right now to get it started. But okay. This way, by doing it at these strategic angles, I'm nesting my rock or glass or whatever.
Yeah, you can really capture it.
The other thing you want to do, I'm going to work from this side now, and bend over a couple more, is you want to pick two at kind of 10 and 2. I did my steering wheel, 10 and 2. But you want to roll those in, only one prong each, and just make 2 loops. And that's how we're going to connect it to make it into jewelry.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because you need something to hang it from.
So you're creating a hanger there.
You could also epoxy it or something, but if you can make loops, that's a little bit better.
Okay.
So I've got one that I've been working on here. And you can see, I'm just gonna leave it at 2 prongs each. And then to kind of snug them up, I use my chain nose pliers really, really softly to give them a final crimp.
All right.
Then on the back, I go around and I trim, keeping my finger over the wires so they don't poke your eye out, and trim any extras so that they're flush with the stone. You could run over these with an emery board if they're in kind of rough, or you could also curl them up, whatever you want to do.
Okay.
So then, almost done. We've got our finished lariat finding. Thank you.
This is really easy prong setting.
It's a little addicting. Okay, so now I've gone ahead and cut my cords to the length that I want them. This is an over-the-head necklace, so no clasp required. I want to keep these separate so I don't lose my mind trying to untangle them.
Here, I can hold this.
Thank you. And I've gone ahead and put in a piece of chain too, just for a little bit of texture, like contrast with the suede.
Yeah, it looks good with the silver prongs too. It makes it all kind of tie together that way.
Thanks. And then you may have to pull this, it takes a little adjusting, but you may have to open those loops up a little bit, grab them,
okay,
smush them back in.
So you could also use that to create kind of a bolo style.
That
right?
was my inspiration for this. And don't worry about keeping all your cords like the same length, because you can adjust it later. There's still room to slide in here. So now we're going to check the fit, you know, over your head. And then now if you've got to wire wrap these together, or else that piece is going to potentially keep sliding down. You could also epoxy it, I suppose, but we're going to bundle these up.
Everything together.
I'm bundling it up. Not pretty, because it's hiding behind the lariat, or the focal stone. And then give them a little crimp.
Fun.
Voila. Now you could leave it like this, in my opinion, or you can come down to the ends and finish them with some more fun prong setting findings. So now, here's an idea. This is just a little charm type loop piece, and you can put crystals in these like this, Or if you want more of an earthy look, you can set them down in this little finding and then pinch it closed. Just a second.
Easy.
Yeah, give it a nice pinch. And what happens then is those loops kind of spread over your finding, and you can also use your tools to kind of help nudge that. See, that helps nudge it on.
That looks great.
Yeah, but now how do we connect it to the wire, or the, excuse me, not the wire, the suede, with one of these end findings with loops. And then you crimp it down, connect your charm with the jump ring, and then you would just repeat for all of the pieces.
Yeah, or you could even put large hole beads and tie knots. Well, this is a great project. Thank you so much, Candie.
Thank you.